Hey guys, it's Kreider, and in this YouTube video, I want to share with you my intermittent fasting meal plan to get lean and ripped. Now here's the thing that I want to share with you. I don't actually believe in meal plans because a lot of times people get so stuck into basically having the same meals. But my meal plan structure is more flexible. It's called flexible dieting. If you want to look it up, it's also called If It Fits Your Macros, but I follow flexible dieting techniques, and my whole strategy is as long as you make up for the energy that you put into your body in a day to be in a negative caloric balance, you will lose body fat. Sometimes you eat a little bit more, you just got to make up for it the next day, and that's how we stay flexible. So, but then you're like, well, meal plan, what about that? And here, I'm just going to tell you how to structure it, right? So you can figure out your own meal plan for yourself, because what I eat in a day, you might not like to eat. For instance, I like to eat meat once a day. You might like to eat meat 2-3 times a day. That's up to you. You might be totally vegan and not eat any meat. So for me to give you a meal plan is ridiculous. You're gonna have to that's where you gotta tell me if you're vegan or not. So that's the thing, I am gonna teach you how to do it. Most people are great at this structure, which is 40% of your 40% of your calories come from carbohydrates, 30% come from protein, and 30% of your daily caloric intake comes from fat. How do you find your daily caloric intake though? You just multiply your body weight by a certain number, and I'm gonna give these numbers to you right now. Are you listening? If you really wanna lose a ton of body fat very fast, usually 2 to 3 pounds per week, you multiply your current body weight in pounds by 11. If you wanna lose it moderately, do it by 12 or 13. If you wanna maintain your body fat weight and your current physique, you multiply your current body weight in pounds by 15. Whatever that number is, then you want to multiply your caloric intake by 0.40 for the carbohydrates, then divide it by 4. Then same thing with protein, but it's 0.30 divided by 4. Then for fats, it's 0.30 divided by 9, because fats are more calorically dense. Then you want to create your meal plan structure for intermittent fasting from that. So for instance, I'm going to give you an example. If I am eating 2,000 calories in a day and I'm doing intermittent fasting, I'll pick one meal, and it's usually the first meal, and it's a little bit larger. So I'm going to make that like a 1,500 calorie meal. So that first meal is 1,500 calories. The second meal is 500 calories. And you don't have to make it perfectly even with proteins, the fats, the carbohydrates. Sometimes I prefer to have most of my proteins and fats first meal, 1,500 calories of it. And then at night, I'll just have 500 calories with the carbohydrates. Sometimes that works for me. So figure out your meal plan that way, stay flexible with it, and intermittent fasting, and you won't even really need a meal plan. You'll just live life normally, and you'll be able to function as a human being and not be paranoid by what you're eating, because you're following flexible dieting as well with that. So there's really no meal plan structure, but if you need it, you can follow those guidelines and split it up in those 2 meals for you in a day. I also don't count coffee as calories. So if you have 3-4 cups of coffee a day, don't count those calories, and it's so small. It's like trace calories, so you don't have to worry about tracking that. Green vegetables, I don't usually count that either, because I usually have about 2 to 3 servings a day, and it's so small anyway. It's not really gonna make a big impact on your fat loss goals if you count that in your calories. So that's intermittent fasting for fat loss, and also a meal plan, and that's how I do it. So I just gave you guys some awesome tools and strategies that I put into my courses. You can actually find the right one that's right for you by clicking on the description below that says body design tool, and I'll see you guys soon. It'll just guide you to the right program for fat loss, muscle building, at home or in the gym, and you can enroll in one of those courses there. I'll see you guys soon, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel.